Kubor nagaslem jong udongsan Hima.
Kum shibanta panyarap ikipat ba bisa kata nakaklam COVID kat kendai kamtam hakum kini kapor jaka jingkang dam hakababon kinong pang kisem jing ban poi shiki jaka ajing sumar karibhoy deputy commissioner kakong RM kurba mentakasngi kalaplay petbano ka COVID care transport service kablas dangan dakat po down committee haringkat kejingan trilang berkinongnya kali Sumo hapo kasyatri joka nongpo area Mexicap Owners and Driver Association. Lemru bat kajingas na oktilang ka District Disaster Management Authority Karibay District. Kumbalong menta na kalya ka NTC haringkat ka nongpo area Mexicap Owners and Driver Association kidang penbiang sywa tang kumasantli ki sumo. Kiban syakri omtang ka sol nongpo Henry wat shikiwedu ki joka tan ribhoy. Balada idan kam anang penbon syusyo ikikali katkum kajinan kam jukipat ba. Hakani kasngi plipat ba lawan benidan karu. Nado ka Deputy Commissioner Karibhoy kakong RM Kurba, udukhat ka Consultative Committee for COVID-19 ka Sarkar Jala, unaba bahata charji, Chairman ka NTC, ba CBCM, Secretary ka NTC, ba Regional Kharkamni, Engineer na Katahan Urban Affairs, ba S Langste, lembat kinong ilam, jong kanong po area, Mexicap Owners and Driver Association.
Baik, bagi baba kalong ba na kaliang jongi ba ngin sakri ban pensuk ya kalai kawan jong kibe kendu jinge subu kiba yo positif ya ki kwa ban siap sapo korna sentar dengi hapan lekit leba berpoi ki nang taru ngi ngimdei ban yon ya kador ngimdei ban sim ya kador henrei ngi hapan tek katkum ka jingbiang katkum ka jingla jong ki lada kimla ro ngim ban se ban yarap lada haka kano kuba syak ka khyak son ka baban ki bat kamde tang hangne hapo nokpo area henrei wat sa du tharkma rangi la don ka jinge kran bangi hap hi ban poi lada kidon kam kidon ki kontak ni sadu sam den sa ki thaim dan stay serter bat sa kini kinongpo imam marjan se mentang idang penbet tang kini kistantali ban sakri lada ni kidang don kam ni ban se ban penmi syu ki kali na po ka association jengi namar hapo ka sen jengi ki don bun ki kali mentangi hapo wat hapo DC office ki don hi requisition jengi hapo police department ki don hi de ni gidei katkum ke bangi tumu ban sakri ba de menta ni hapi ban sakri ban persuk ya kali kawan wat hakapang kestom wat hakayap ka imong ni manse ban kitun ba kata ka plan bagi la indai na kumta ka ne ka jingban jong ne ka Jingpang COVID-19 te longba ka ne ka jinya penbek jongi ka to ka ne bat I secretary jong nong po town ni kermen ba kan yak bek mat perang bat kunjur da ka jinya island pilat ti jong I madam ni dang la syu le se ban kler ti ta ki wei ki pat ki benta tang ta nak liang sa ke jubut
wala li kalat sunti wala penkat kino yalam di sini ko state di sini la yo kalat kumni ban le nak benta tiba sitok bapang ya kene di Jingpang ya kene kapor pediang sobha ya I madam kong RM Kurba Deputy Commissioner jong Karibay District jongi gopek potmi badan gaji di kabakian ang utang district lakulat nang hangane ka step banyo ban wan hangane ka por nakamta gane ka program ko kapang yang sobharo iba naba batarji iway ni ki member jong ka consultative committee on COVID-19 jong ka state level ha gaji alam jong chief secretary jong ka jala ka jongi yang sobharo ya Ba Langsti Assistant Executive Engineer jong ka Urban Affairs ako Karibay District ini yang sobha ya ba Saukni ba Makri kibade kinonghelam jong ki Mexicap jong ka Nongpo area.
Respected Deputy Commissioner of Briew, Sunoti RM Kurba, CBCM President of Nongpo Town Committee, Ba Reynolds, Secretary of the Nongpo Town Committee, Secretary of Mexicab Nongpo, and all other dignitaries, and particularly all those sumo drivers and owners. I think, Madam, we need to declare them as also COVID warriors, because what they will do is equivalent to the frontline workers which we have. This scheme, Madam, as we have discussed with you, I'm really grateful to you and the town committee for coming forward. This is the second district. Why we thought of this idea, you'll remember in the month of May, when the COVID cases was very much at its peak, there was acute shortage of ambulance. And we had unfortunately so many casualties and death because patients could not reach the hospitals in time, and which is very, very unfortunate, particularly for our state. When we give so much value to a life, if because of transport and not reaching the hospital, so we thought of this idea that why not, because government also, every time we cannot depend on government. Madam knows very well, 24/7 she is working with her staff, her frontline workers, but government also has limitations. So we from the public also, I think this is very trying times when all of us need to come out and help our brothers and sisters in this time of crisis. I think this is the time when our humanity should come forward. So with this, we thought that why not we try with these local taxis in Shillong. They were also waiting and there was no livelihood for them. So we got a lot of response, but simultaneously, ma'am and CM, Reynold and all of you, now we have 5. I have done a survey, I have seen that equal or not, if not more patients non-COVID, they are also unable to go to the hospital. Number 1, scared. Number 2, lack of transport, because all ambulances, like dialysis cases, there are many where people are unable to reach, and those deaths are not being registered like we do for COVID. So I think COVID gets the priority. I would request CM and Reynold, with increase in the number of vehicles, we can have at least 2 vehicles dedicated for non-COVID patients from the villages. I think that will be a big help. And I would request our brothers from the association that you should see that minimum charges, particularly to the BPL families. And I would discuss with ma'am that if we can get the CSR people at least to subsidize, say 100 or 200, suppose the charge from Umden or somewhere comes to at night about 500. If we can subsidize those, the villager below poverty line, the BPL economically weaker, if they can pay 200 or 300, if we can mobilize, I'll talk to you, there are people who are ready. If these trips also could be subsidized a bit, so that the drivers also do not go on loss and the people also are helped. So I'm sure that this will benefit the people, and more vehicles will be brought into the fold to help our people in this time of distress. Now, fortunately, cases are coming down, but East Khasi Hills, Riboy and West Garo and West Gentia are still showing spike in number. I mean, the number of cases are more. And as Madam must have already explained to everyone, to her staff, that we should not let our guard down, that it is cases are coming down, so COVID is over. Involving the Darbash Nongs, Rangbash Nongs is all right, but I think people have more confidence on the medical fraternity to explain. And one more thing I would suggest, that the teachers in the different villages and all, now teachers are more or less sitting idle, they are having online classes. Now if we take our children to be the vaccine influencers, influencing their parents, particularly in the rural areas, that it is important. And our religious leaders also, they take vaccine, and their taking vaccine should also be shown in the social media. So I think these two steps in addition what is being taken, because children are the best to influence. All of us know, we have children, many of us here, that when the children go on influencing, it has more impact, because we cannot allow our brothers and sisters in the villages to come to or face death just because of not taking vaccine. I think we, all of us, have a responsibility to convince them. Thank you so much. I wish success to all these the venture which has been undertaken. I can assure you that more and more vehicles will come when the service rendered will be good, and I am sure that Briew district, being an aspirational district, will show to all the other districts and will meet the aspirations of the poor people in the villages.
Namta ki beet batuan namta ki Briew ke distrik ke jong ni pan ya gajing ya trilang jong baro ki nong song hari boy distrik ban ya trilang ni job ya kan ni tang da gajing trilang jong pi bat bang ni don kam hi ya baro ban ya don lang hakan ni ka kaju ka jingmut jing perkhat kaju jing sngutho mo ka bang kwa ban ong khadu kalong ba kumba pi hi ki state kal awan ka third wave te nga kwa ban address hang ni sim ya kan ni kan no ki dan ki pernok media jeni semua bahag itu bela subsan snem sheneng kinwan chakmat ban sim ya ka vaccination jong ki ha PSC CC sub center mar namar ba kumba pi hi manta hang ni hari boy jong ru ni dan supply ki cases ki bala klat ki nong song jong ni bat boro kita ki dei ba claim yo ka vaccine this ngob ha ba pin ya one kloi ka hakan halor jong kata ka banikong ka dei ba claim ai vaccine ka ba ar pede ka long ba kim lek cha hospital mar kata ru khan ringut na ki ba klat ki dei kita ki ba claim lek siapa hospital kloi marsen bayang kri marsen lek no te kila kin ban safe la da pi shong be hayang la da pim lek chap ban wat jingara dan kaja ayu kalong ba ketu la da dei badan sni bong la da dei badan ni la priang sa priang ka tu ka Jingpang hayang ru te kan ni kalong la dang ni it hi ke yang ka sam ni kon ki la jong ni hap ya pikir hi shimet tang kitu ki bah yang hi ko man ha kan ni ru ki dan ki ba suku bah ya kan ni ki pentip yang ni bah kata ka yang ki long kum ta semua ban pha ye ki ni ki rapid testing team jong te ki la lek kitu ki ni la lam dan ki belong positif te kan kita ki semua bah ban wan chakmat sya ban ka testing kam dei ka ba snil kam dei ka ba ka ban ja ka la ne pim dei ban tiang ban le testing ru namar bangi shem ru sakata ka wei ba hadian bela yo positif mano hayang kitu ki belong high risk ru ki pet non kim tre ban le testing kanir ka long ke ka ba ni jenjar ba ban tre kam so sunga bahai corporate nang bangila ban long district ka basyai ka district ka ba in light na nang ni klam Jingpang la ka dap ni tre langan ong ye pisi syang in la ban job ye kan ni ka knyang Jingpang la dang ni tre lang la dang ni ya la kala kalenti dan ngin dan problem ini di jing request ke jangan shen ni kembali sarkar kalau ong manado kan tarik kin sasya ban late ke tu on the spot namar kibun kembali life hazard ngut ki nong ki bakat khas nam ada sop song snam ki kena ki ba dei ban tab ban late ban register nam takane ka very lene ban yalam ban kit ki nong pang ki ba don kajing sitom haki hak biate COVID-19 kadi sisya kapor ka bang sultanat mo kumhakan ni kapor kapor ka barok ngi kuslai kapor ka barok ngi dan halala ki jong ki jingkhia ki jing perkhan khamtam namar ba lada don ki bapang hayang hasem kabaning kong kalong ba ni dei ban pechwa lek kumangi ju ong hi borbor ngi deban simmi khiai ka ni ga Jingpang ladang i ong ka diga Jingpang bayong kli Hakan ni kapon ngim de ban shim sting ni de ban lik test na wood kata ka de ka line bang aku ban pli hakan de kasni namar bang ngim de ban Islam haga sisngi asngi kan ni ka Jingpang ka kala but kan ni ka la ban ra ru hado ka pot jing ka jing do na ka jing em jong ki beit bathon jong ni tenata ka daw kan ni ka initiative ka ba las dang na ka yang iba na ba hasyalong but ka seng jong but kebelah poi mentah district jongi ni so day ban ai ko ble rekan rat bang ni don kum kita kinong perkhat mo ha kan ni kapor ban nangingila maka jing perkhat teng kam tri kam shoot nomor bala shoot tray Henry habang idon pada kum kini ki good shepherd ki ban wan ki ban ai ka jing hikai ka jing lamlenti yang ni ka district ni don ka jing songo basikat day ni ai ko ble pi ba and your entire team thank you so much kadisha ka por ka ba jenjar ni na yang district administration ni lakhang ye ki kali kamai baro namar bang ni syemba kat bang impat lai ban tek lakam ye kan ka khlam nimla ban palai ithan ye ki be ban ya ban ngi kermen hi habang ye insurance sedang tu ka lockdown ka ba mentau snem ni yo hi ba ka number kala hiar tang ba ngim de kumbaong iba na ba mentani ang ngim de ban shim sting ye kan ye namar ba ladang imi ngi yai telun biang kumbaju long menchwa ngin hab biang ban lockdown sakabashi sakawai pat tingi rungi kwa hi ban plane no sun tang ba tang kawai kalong ba ladang impan lang hi ban tek lakam hi ladi simet ban yada ban fikir kanong ka ba si saya ngi ha district administration ban pelat tena takadaw ngi kermen ba dakan ni ka initiative ka ba ki try kini kirang ba hang ni kermen ba kitu ki badan hak teng ka jing sitom ka jing pang ka no ki ba umdan ki kali hayang hasem ba ni teng kim slur ki ba hayang hiru kim slur ban come forward ni layo ibon ba ki ba hayang ba sem lan ki perlok permarjan kim pat don training mo kini ki driver jongi ki la don ka training tela train yaki kumno ban yada yaki kumno ban wat ya lot ya kamas mo songha bandeng arteli ki mas haba ki syong hapo kali ke jongpi rengkat lang bat ki nongpang ki bay ki lam sha hospital dan sha ka sub center la ban di CNC kat badai songha ban deng be kan ka mas arteli kumne bat kumju ru iki gloves ru pi de bandeng mo namar ba mla biang di shwa ba pin lot ya ka gloves kan ka mas ka jongpi songha safety shwa da ka hand sanitizer what lot directly the pishet kan no what lot sai chaga kti nang ta salot shaba pin phong biang ru sobha an what wa kluman ne ka mas ni satu pej bah indan di kenja plan ni plakot ni bo bah ka nang sasai biang pin ha pikir bah ka jing em jong pi ka shong hakti jong pi kan ni ka Jingpang kaya nakti ha mut jong pi atakada kam dan nanti pada da ka wei ini ha menong pikir bah ki driver ni ai play pi pilawan sakmat mo ban yarap ya kipat ba nong syong ha po Briew district ni buram ya pi bat ni kermen do bapin ya long ki basai baklai man fikir ba bat sakawai rungin hapek kan kaya kumno kan ni namar ba kumbang nilai keren ha kidan ki jaka ki district dilem no ya kini kali kani jaka ba syong ki driver nang ni na din ki ke nak da plastik ban kham long safe ya pi so ngathrai pin pek ya kataru ban modify tiap plastik ba plain ba ayo balong ba pila ban yu isadin sebab kian na din disposal mah ban bread namar bin hab bread bahai ka PPE hab song bah hab disinfect ya ka babon bah ka man pimla ban si bread ni sitai bat kiwe gitiar dan na takadaw ngi ngimpen slur ban phong PPE what you gitu ki balai bandai on tap ro ngimpen slur ban phong PPE namar ba si sen ba la tap hi ka met jong bre hapo ka to ka pla bela aina hospital kala long safe mo ki tap hapo sanduk so we do not encourage so bah what ya phong PPE klem dadan kampan haduk kata tamu tambah pek ba kawai ru kalong ba pinya bam bah hedi bah kagapor badan ki passenger wat ya di kat ba pidan kam le ashwa bandung hakali bat kinompong da pila syong kali sisen bela syong hi song bah ban avoid ikini ke mo kiban kani kamas ke bama ka dawai ba mentang ka kemudian dawai hi kumboong no ka ngila syam na do ni yo I babuan ki Briew kim da simkiai kan ni bat ngan ong ye phi ki doctors da dadi ki doctors ki bam kit kia bandeng kama kat no na ki kila mensau kila yo ke tu Jingpang dei nomor balik bagi kit kia bandeng ke kamas na ta kadau kila la ban like na kan ni Jingpang semua bah dekan ma kamas kalong badan kam tam bat da penkuat bahaya ka bat penyu sia kam kaju man ka po pinhap ban change man ka ni dadi bagi phong sa da ko ba site na po deng dik ini ki surgical na lot kan bah kata dan ni pila deng surgical na po phong dik ki jain na lot but this what you doing I've seen you kaju mo simple like kan ni kala long siap dispose back begini berkait ni sebab ban pensai pi ngat sebab tindak duty but ni ka mobile ka babiang dan ni kam dan network di haba de kata mentah kasakakan sasya dia kita ki kena ramba bakin wan sakmat bakin late baik haki tu ki jaka belah penbaik nama kam num dan magas ni ki hab keli bah dikin late bakin long on the spot registration kan ni rap ya baru ni kwa ya ki kenangan api yang sese ni kena samla mde ta kena samla girang ba kum ju ba kham tam ni kena samla ong pi man ka por ba pilong ka lawai ka jongi ladang ni dan ka lawai ka batalot ka lawai ka badan kan no ka Jingpang hamet kan jayu ya gari ka jongi isungo bah ki kena samla kin late sakmat ban sim ya ka vaccine jongi nang ba ka met ka phat jongi kan nong ka ba sai baklan bat bakan kan don lupa kita antibody samet jongi banyak fight back lan banyak kun ni kata ka virus habakawan attack ini mah dekan ni kedeka jing kepat ke jonga ya borok kinong song hari Briew district ba ni long shisha ki Briew borok ni ong ni long kita ki Aspatal district ni terang ban long ki bajok ni terang ban wan ka jing shai ka district jongi tingi dan kam shisha ya kata ka jing tre lang ka jong ki te hakan ni kasni ka basotana sukmen ba kata ka humanity na ka jing snow Briew jongi ka jing snow para Briew ka jongi ka laktik hakan ni kasni ini tre lang bat ba da kan ni ka jing pelait jongi ka ni ki santeli ki semua hakan ni kasni kan long ka jing rap ya ka thang dri koi ka jongi bat banga ai kubleshi ya iba runal iba sistem ni iba na ba kam tam bas dang kan ni ka initiative hasilong bat kumju ru ya ki nong penyat semua jongi ki bang mentang singin pleno ikin ki santeli ki semua na menta ban ferry lan ban transport ya ki bapang COVID. Thank you.